Okay, I don't think he should get fired, but I think it is kind of inappropriate to show him, whether it's a VTuber or not, like this anime girl with her tits out or you know, a bikini or whatever. Like that's just mad stupid on his part, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Today we're gonna be reacting to a video about someone who got fired for being a VTuber.
So a week ago at my previous job, I was in the lunch.
I can't imagine why somebody would get fired for being a VTuber. Like I'm a VTuber, but my thing is I don't go around telling people I'm a VTuber. It's like it's annoying to explain it to people. That's the biggest reason. You know, people already kind of look at you weird if they know that if you tell them like, oh, I'm a YouTuber, I'm a streamer or whatever on the side. It's just, so trying to explain that on top of being a VTuber, it's not worth the time energy for the most part. And I definitely don't tell people at work that I'm a content creator and I VTube because that's just asking for fucking trouble.
Room, and this guy that I really don't vibe with, he was in there with me. And he was doing that thing where like someone can't be comfortable with silence, so they keep trying to like make small talk, but like you both don't like each other, so why even try to make small talk with me of all people? It was just getting really awkward. And he asked me like, do I have any hobbies? And you know, looking back, I don't know why I did this. I just thought it would like kind of be funny. Like I kind of thought it would be like joke.
I think we all have those type of coworkers, but I'm usually chill at work. I've never had any problems with people that I work with, and if it was ever anybody I didn't like, I just avoided them. It's pretty easy. So I mean, if I'm in a break room with somebody and it's somebody I don't like, I just don't talk. I'm like, listen, man, I'm trying to eat. I got 15 minutes. That's it. I'm not trying to have a conversation.
Jokey, like, oh, maybe this guy will stop talking to me if he thinks I'm weird. And you know, I tell him that like I stream, and he's like,
Bro, that's your first mistake. Why would you tell him? Like, why would you even have that thought? Oh, maybe if I make him think I'm weird at my job, he will leave me alone. No, that's not gonna go the way you think it's gonna go. Just let him know you don't fuck with him like that. It's like I just want to eat my food and go back to work or whatever you're doing. It's like you don't necessarily like that was such a flawed way of thinking, at least to me.
oh, what do you stream? And like I kind of show him like what I stream as like a VTuber.
And why would you? I'm not saying this person should get fired, should have got fired, because that shit is crazy. But it's to me, it's so dumb to be like, oh yeah, I'm a streamer at work. Like, unless you actually are doing it, in my opinion, this is just me, unless you're actually doing it successfully to some extent, why would you want to show that to people? People are always gonna, you know, put their negativity out there and ruin your shit and want to be like, oh, why are you doing this? Ew, blah, 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 all that type of shit. So why would you want that attention and energy in the first place? But definitely, why are you showing these people at work? They're gonna be weird, man.
You know, he's looking at it at first and he's like, are you in the chat? And you know, my VTuber like persona is like a hot anime girl, and I'm like, no, like, that's me. And the look on his face was like just so like astonishing.
This is this is another reason why I don't use a female avatar, because you know, let's say I get to the point where I am a certain size, I'm successful, blah blah blah, and then you got to show people. Eventually, people are gonna know, your friends and family. You're like, hey, yeah, I'm a VTuber, and here's my model, and it's just like it's a female or whatever. You know, it's like a typical big tit anime VTuber model. Bro, I'd be so fucking embarrassed. And it's like, no shade to anybody who does that. Like, that's cool, you know, if it works for you and it doesn't bother you 100%. But me personally, I'd be so fucking embarrassed. Like, it's already hard enough, like I said, to explain that you're a VTuber to somebody. But then you show me your model and it's like, I don't know. It's just me.
Like gutturally, like if like I don't know, this guy hated me even more, and I could tell. But I'm like, oh, this will make him stop talking to me, so it's a win-win. So after like a couple of more seconds of him just being like astonishingly like jaw dropped, like silent, the break is over and I go back to work. And like 2 days go by and I get called into like the office by our supervisor, and I already know the jig is up. Like I already know what it's got to be about. Like, what did I do in the last 2 days? Like I know what's up, but I'm just like, oh, I wonder what this could be about. So when I walk in my supervisor's office, he's immediately like, do you know what this is about? And you know, I'm playing it dumb. I'm like, oh, did I not make quota?
Something I'm curious about, what kind of job did he have? And I am curious about what his model looked like exactly. I'm not saying it's grounds for termination, because I think it's kind of fucking stupid that your job can fire you. It's like a conflict of interest type situation, depending on your job. I get that. But I feel like, I could be wrong, I don't know what job he has, but the way he's talking about a job, he makes it feel like it's more or less a regular job where there really should be no issue with somebody being a streamer or a VTuber or whatever. You know, unless the clip that he showed to his coworker was him saying or doing some wild shit and he's just leaving out information. Other than that, I don't know, man. It seems kind of, I don't know, it seems kind of shitty.
To me, he's like, do you know what this is about? And you know, I'm playing it dumb. I'm like, oh, did I not make quota or something? And he's like using like HR like aggressor talk to me. He's like telling me that I made one of our coworkers extremely uncomfortable. And also the guy, it makes it funnier. He's like he's like an old man, bro. I do know that I like blew his mind by showing him this, but like it is kind of funny that it's like an older man. And you know,
That's another mistake. Why'd you even try to attempt to explain what a VTuber is to an old person? Like, I wouldn't even really want to do that to somebody my own age. You know what I mean? Or even a little bit older than me, because it's just a pain in the ass trying to explain to them. I couldn't imagine trying to explain to somebody who's older and at my job and somebody I don't like.
I'm just explaining to my supervisor
Honestly, dude is probably looking for a reason to get you up out of there anyway.
because like I don't need the job. I would like to keep it. That like I just showed him my streaming account, and immediately after I say that, my supervisor is like, "Oh, can I see the streamer account?" And he's also an older man that's like clearly has like conservative views on things, and he's looking at it, jaw dropped, astonishingly silent, and it's like an anime girl that's like in a bikini that's like really hot, and he just kind of looked at me.
See, why? Okay, so there we go. Why would you show him? I'm just so flabbergasted why he would show his coworker this. Like, it's inappropriate. Okay, I don't think he should get fired, but I think it is kind of inappropriate to show him, whether it's a VTuber or not, like this anime girl with her tits out, or a bikini or whatever. Like, that's just mad stupid on his part, bro. I'm gonna be honest. Like I said, I don't think he should have got fired per se, but it's a very dumb, lapse in judgment to show your coworker or something like that, man.
After and at this, but it was weird because I didn't feel any hate in his heart when he said this, but he just looked at me and he was like, I'm gonna have to let you go. And I understood it, and this is the first time that my VTuber antics has completely been on me, but I don't know. I still think it was worth it because that coworker that I showed it to, I hate it when
No, that shit wasn't worth it. Now, unless you're well off and you didn't need the job, like you said, that's fine. But losing your job in this day and age, with how crazy the world is, it's not fucking worth it. Like, you should have just kept that shit to yourself, man. Unless you're at the point where you can quit, you can take that hit and do it full time or something and be well off or whatever. It just was, it was such an unnecessary thing you didn't need to do. There's so many other ways you could have just avoided talking to this person at work. I don't think this is the right way to go about it.
he would talk to me, and he didn't talk to me after those days that I showed him that. So it's kind of a win-win, back to VTubing full-time type vibe.
It is not a win-win to me. Okay, so I don't know how true this video is. Maybe he could just be posting for engagement, or it could be true. I'm just gonna, give him the benefit of doubt and say that it's, he's telling the truth. But to me, this whole situation, like I said, it was completely avoidable. There was no reason for you to show your coworker that. Even if you had a normal VTuber model, or normal, I say, if you didn't have like a female VTuber model, like you said, in a bikini and stuff, I wouldn't have showed him that shit anyway. You know what I mean? You're just asking for some type of confrontation at work. And I was looking at some of these comments and people seem to feel the same way. Well, some people are saying they feel like it's a wrongful termination and it should be a lawsuit. I don't know. Maybe he might have a case there. Maybe not. I'm not 100% sure. Like I said, it's hard to say. I don't know what type of job he was working. Also, I'm super curious to see what his model looks like now. If it really sent these older individuals over the edge and they were like, they clutched their pearls at, oh my god, an anime girl with big tits on my screen. He's pretending. They just couldn't fathom what was going on in front of them, so much to the point where they had to fire the person. So, like I said, if this is true, I feel bad for the person. I feel bad for this guy for losing his job. But at the same time, it was fucking stupid to show your coworkers or really tell people you're a VTuber when it's like, you didn't need to do that. You really didn't. Anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. I'll leave a link, I guess, to this person's TikTok in the description box if you want to check them out, support them. But that's gonna be it. Thank you for watching, and I'll talk to you in the next one.